I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bagwell in the East Texas Storm Center. We're keeping an eye on our threat for severe weather for us as we head later on today. Looks like the threat is increasing for us, so we are going to be concerned about the possibility of some very strong, damaging wind gusts. The potential of a couple of tornadoes might even form, and even some large hail could also occur along with the heavy rain threat. Let me give you the latest outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. So they have expanded the enhanced risk to cover all of East Texas. So the entire area is under that threat for seeing numerous severe thunderstorms that will be possible. So this is the threat level right now, at least as of about looks to be as of about 9:30 this morning. We'll get an update at about 11:30, so you'll want to stay tuned on social media for that latest update. But the enhanced risk is in place now. There is a possibility that this could be upgraded to a moderate risk, which means numerous severe thunderstorms would be likely here in our area, so we'll have to keep a close eye on that. The tornado threat has gone up. The damaging wind threat has also increased. The hail threat has also went up too. So we are going to be watching a slew and all severe threats as we go throughout today. We certainly want to be weather aware. Let me give you the latest look right now at our tornado watch that's in effect until 5 o'clock this afternoon. As of recording time, no other counties in East Texas under this watch. I wouldn't anticipate more counties to be added until after the lunchtime hour, so after 12 noon. But right now, Hopkins, Rains, Van Zant, and Henderson under the tornado watch until 5 o'clock. This expands itself back across the DFW Metroplex area. But again, as of record time here at this moment, the threat for tornado watch is not in place right now over the rest of East Texas. I expect more counties to be added to a watch a little bit later on. Let me update you on our severe threats for us here, and I'll probably need to make a few adjustments to this here on the fly as I'm doing this in a pre-recorded segment, but this is our main concern: damaging wind threat and heavy rain. And as a matter of fact, I want to bring the large hail threat over into this high category and then also increase the tornado threat. I think that's jumping up into that medium, almost near the high category as well. Those are your primary concerns. So let me put this into play for you here. You can see what our main concerns will be. Heavy rain will be accompanied by thunderstorms. Damaging wind gusts will be a concern. Large hail a concern. And the threat for tornadoes, I think, is starting to increase just a bit more. So we will definitely want to be weather aware as we go into this afternoon. Okay, the latest look at Futurecast. This is a model run that came in at about 7 a.m. this morning. So timing is probably going to change over the next few hours, but we can kind of get a good handle for us now of what's to come. So let me fast forward in time. Let me stop the clock at 12 noon. We're cloudy. Looks like there could be some cloud breaks that could occur on our Saturday afternoon. If we can see that, we'll have to keep an eye on some individual storms that might try to form ahead of this main line. Now, as we go through time even more, here's 1 to 2 o'clock. You start to notice some thunderstorms beginning to break out as this complex line of thunderstorms starts to form back out across the DFW area. Again, we'll have to watch things closely because any of these storms that form ahead of that main line certainly have the potential to rotate, and the threat for severe weather could increase even more so. Here we go, 3, 4, and let me jump to about 5 o'clock. Here you can notice that thunderstorms are starting to increase in their coverage. This is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're looking at storms to enter our western and northwestern counties, and there we go at about 5 to almost 6 o'clock. We're dealing with numerous thunderstorms. The potential of some of these to be strong to severe can occur within this line as it rolls through. I expect us to warm up. We are in the 70s for us as of early morning, and I expect us to even climb up even more this afternoon. I still think the lower to mid 80s is a good possibility as we go into today, which will pose a greater threat for us to see severe weather into this afternoon and evening. So fast forward in time. Here's 7 o'clock. You notice how deep East Texas has not seen a whole lot of storm activity, at least at this point. Maybe the model might not be picking up on some individual storms that might be trying to form. Then we get to about 8 and 9 o'clock. We're looking at those storms starting to work their way to the east and to the southeast a bit more, but we're still looking at some areas that could have some heavy rain. Notice how the cells have just kind of trained over parts of our south central counties. That could lead to some flooding concerns, so we have to be weather aware for that time period. Then as we look ahead toward about midnight, storms perhaps finally moving down into deep East Texas. Again, this is a computer model, so it doesn't give us the best handle on what we could see later on, but conditions are certainly going to be there for that potential of us seeing the possibility of some rotating thunderstorms into this afternoon. Let me bring in one other computer model that I want to show you. I want to show you our severe parameters as we go through the afternoon. I want to look at it from a perspective of the instability, or what we're also calling, and I have to change this here, we're calling it the probability of storms. Okay, so just want to show you what this is showing us as we go into this afternoon. Let me reset the timing here on this for us, and get one more parameter in place, and then we'll show you exactly what we're looking at here for this particular situation. But either way, we're certainly looking at the threat for severe thunderstorms again to go up, and it's expected to increase more as we go into this afternoon for us. Let's see, 4002. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this is the forecast instability as we go into the afternoon. I'm going really fast here, so let me slow the clock down a whole lot. There we go. Okay, so watch what happens as we get into the afternoon. Notice how the instability really begins to increase. We're looking at upwards values at about over 4,000. This is a lot, and just so you know, this puts us in the likely category of us seeing severe thunderstorms, or thunderstorms that have the capability of turning severe into the afternoon. There's 1 o'clock. Our instability is really starting to shoot up, and notice how the instability decreases across parts of central Texas. That's because there's thunderstorms forming there, and those are working their way into our area. Plenty of instability here where those storms could easily turn severe into the afternoon. By the time we get to 5 o'clock, instability going down, especially to the west, because of those storms that will move through, and still high instability can be expected across parts of deep East Texas. Okay, so we're going to be watching things very closely. Again, the latest information right now is a tornado watch for our northwestern counties that goes until 5 o'clock this Saturday afternoon. Rains, Hopkins, Van Zant, and Henderson County for right now. I expect more counties to be added to the watch as we go later on today. We'll keep you up to date. Stay with us on social media as well. As we get into the afternoon, we'll be here to keep you advised.